we are doing softball today, despite what our introduction may have said. We are in softball here on the softball field at Blue Ridge High School, and these two teams are getting ready to do battle. This is, of course, a rivalry matchup here in the White Mountains. And guess what? We got a gorgeous day to do this game. How about the weather today? It's pretty rare that we get a day like today up here in the mountains. Spring softball, high school softball, and baseball is usually done under the cover of rain, snow, sleet, and ice. And that's any day that the sun is out is a good day if you're a softball fan here in the White Mountains. The Snowflake Lobos come into this contest with a 12-6 record, 3-2 in region play, and they're in the hunt for a region title. They are behind Sholo right now, been plagued with for a while. Mackenzie Slaughter had surgery last year, has come back from a knee injury, and that was a massive injury that she suffered. Missed all of volleyball this year, wasn't able to play any winter sports, and she's finally back in a uniform, and she's one of those perennial athletes, but of course when you're coming back from a knee injury, it's hard. That is a tough thing to ask an athlete to do. Morgan Roth, dislocated knee. And so those are your injuries on the Blue Ridge side of things. As we look at Snowflake, the biggest key injury is their second baseman, who was injured earlier in the season. She's got an ACL partial tear. That's Ricky Perkins, and we will not see her today, according to Coach Brooke Perkins, at second base. Playing for her today for the Snowflake Lady Lobos is excuse me, I'm on the wrong roster here. It's Addie Kaur, the sophomore, will get the start today for the Snowflake Lady Lobos. Time now for our Ace Hardware Keys to the Game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware, now on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
This has been Sholo Ford's.
Not only do we have new and used cars, we also have certified pre-owned vehicles.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Well, welcome back. The baseball here at Blue Ridge High School, they play in the Diamond in the Sky, and I don't think they have a name for this softball field, but it's one of the more beautiful locations to play softball. You got the pine trees in the background. You're up here in the nice cool pines of northern Arizona, and of course their field looking pretty good. They've got teams that didn't play during COVID. And for a small school like Blue Ridge, that certainly hurts things. Greg Chavez, senior, behind the plate. He's got your balls and strikes. I did not get the name of his partner. We'll try to get that to you here as soon as we can. But leading things off for the Lady Lobos is Brinley Bryant. And the battery today for Blue Ridge, of course, Cordy Martinez in the circle and Addie Wallace behind the dish. Bryant steps in. And the first pitch to her is right down the middle, strike one. Split that plate in half and throws her first strike. Cordy Martinez gets the sign from Coach Fraze. And a ground ball to short. Navarro's got it over to first in time. And Bryant retired, 6-3 on the card for out number one. That'll bring up Cash Cantrell, who is the Snowflake Lady Lobos pitcher, a sophomore, and she's getting some instructions there from Brinley Bryant, maybe telling her a little bit. 57 plate appearances. She has driven in 12, 26 hits, 21 RBIs, I should say, and she's going to draw a walk here. So base on balls for Cantrell. She'll stand at first, and Taya Snyder will step to the plate for Snowflake. Taya, the junior. And we got a courtesy runner coming in. That's going to be Kinsey Flake will run for Cantrell. So Flake at first base. Snyder in the batter's box now, and an inside pitch for strike one. Nice location, low and inside. Catches the inside corner. And if you know Coach Fraze, you know he preaches hitting corners. He works hard with these young ladies to make sure that they're hitting their spots and expects it from them. Nice change up there, and way out in front of it. Snyder cannot catch up to it for strike two. So now Cordy feeling a little confidence out there. We'll see what she comes back with her. For Taya, she's hitting .442 on the season and has 19 hits with 21 batted in. This pitch low and away. She doesn't chase. Wallace with a quick look down at first base where Slaughter is trying to hold Kinsey Flake as tight to the bag as she can. Snyder back in with the ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and Cordy just blew it right past her. And that's a rare miss for Taya Snyder. That's out number 2, and a strikeout recorded. Gracie Skousen now to the plate, the senior. Skousen wearing number 10 today. She is playing first base for the Lady Lobos. And takes a look at strike one. Wallace lost the handle, and Flake stays at first. So strike one to Gracie Skousen. Skousen hitting .592 on the season. She does have 7 home runs, leads the team in dingers. And the first pitch to her upstairs, or second pitch to her is upstairs. The 0-1 is gonna miss. One pitch to Skousen. In the dirt, gets away from Wallace. Down to second goes Flake. So Flake at 2 on the wild pitch. So that'll eliminate the force. Snowflake's got a runner in scoring position. Gracie Skousen chopping at the bit here. Licking her chops, looking for something she can drive. Strike 2 called. On the outside corner, high and outside. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Skousen. 2-2 pitch coming up here. Runner at second is Flake. Top of the first, no score. The 2-2 misses outside, full count. Skousen happy to sit on a full count here. We'll see if the sophomore, Cordy Martinez, can get another punch out. See where she comes with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss! And she struck her out for out number 3. So the Lady Lobos will strand 1. No hits, no errors. Bottom of the first next. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
Welcome back to Snowflake, or rather to Blue Ridge High School, where Snowflake and Blue Ridge have got the day game started here. We go to the bottom of the first, no score, and we'll set the field for you for the Snowflake Lady Lobos. It's Cantrell in the circle, behind the dish, Brooklyn Lovingood. The second baseman is Addie Kaur. Third baseman is Taya Snyder, and at first it's Gracie Skousen. And the outfielders are Chloe Burden, Brittany Butler, and Kinsley Claridge. Claridge in left, Butler in center, Burden in right. For the Lady Yellow Jackets, it's Bailey Barton leading things off for them. And a ball and a strike to lead things off to Bailey, the sophomore. So the 1-1 misses upstairs, and we look at this roster. Oh, what a swing and a miss for Barton, and a 2-2 count. But you look at this roster, they start a sophomore, junior, sophomore, senior, sophomore, freshman, junior, sophomore, and the flex player, well, I guess a junior batting in the lineup. Flex player Alyssa Parker is a senior, so only 2 seniors and only 1 senior in the lineup. Meanwhile, Barton strikes out, and a drive to right field by Navarro is going to be a one-hopper to the fence. She'll head to second, and she's got a double. Zai Navarro steps to the plate and hammers the first pitch she sees. It was high and outside. She drives it to the opposite field and stands at second base. And Cordy Martinez comes to the plate. She'll take a look at a strike. 1 out in the inning. Barton, the leadoff hitter, went down on strikes. And 2 strikes now to Cordy Martinez. Looks like she might have been guessing on that one. 0-2 pitch coming up. Runner at second is Navarro. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 gone. Zai Navarro is one of those kids that you could spend a lot of time talking about. Just a tremendous athlete. Here at Blue Ridge High School, she has been one of the top softball prospects coming through since Little League. And Slaughter takes a look at a strike here. So getting down to business inside the circle is Cantrell. Cantrell just throwing strikes left and right. And a swing and a miss on the rise ball. Navarro getting a pretty big lead out there. Draws some attention. Not sure how they're going to play that, but Slaughter back in. And she takes a look at strike 3. Ball drops to the ground. She throws to first. Does the catcher. That is Lovingood. And retires Mackenzie Slaughter for out number 3. So the Yellow Jackets will strand 1 off 1 hit, no errors, and we go to the second. No score. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Lady Yellow Jackets and the Snowflake Lady Lobos were tied at 0. No score as we go to the second inning here. It's the top half of 2. Snowflake leading things off. And take a look there at that throwdown with Navarro. Just a really nice, clean pick up off the ground on the short hop. Wallace maybe not with the strongest of arms, but that ball gets there fast when you make that one hop throw down there at second. So far, Snowflake's been reluctant to run on Wallace. Brooklyn Lovingood to the plate. First pitch to her is outside for ball 1. Lovingood, just a sophomore. A lot of youngsters on the Snowflake roster as well. As this pitch misses down low. They start, let's see, senior, sophomore, junior, sophomore, and have Claridge here. I think Claridge is, she a sophomore? I think she is. I think Claridge is a sophomore. So a lot of youth on both of these rosters, really. Of course, the big difference is that we're looking at almost the entire Blue Ridge program for all levels, varsity, freshman, and JV. So a little bit different story here at Blue Ridge High School. The numbers at Snowflake afford a much different look, even though the COVID years have taken out some of the seniors that should be playing right now. And we get a courtesy runner after Brooklyn Lovingood draws the walk. And I believe that's Abby Baldwin. Pitch misses. Ball 1 to Chloe Burden. So Abby Baldwin is at first base. I'm going to double check that for you, make sure that that's correct. A little bit of cloud cover, things cooling off here a little bit. And a strike called, that one low in the zone to Baldwin. But a ball and a strike. One pitch. And hit back up the middle. Martin's going to field, and she tried to tag but wasn't quite in the right spot, and that's going to allow Baldwin to get to second. Chloe Burden able to get to first, and it'll go down an error. On the play, and I couldn't quite, I wish we had replay because I couldn't quite see what took Barton out of the path. It looked like she thought she was going to get the tag, but maybe she wasn't quite in the right spot. Squaring to bunt. Great play and a throw over to first, but Barton can't hang on to it. They tried to double off the runner at first, but the bunt by Brittany Butler goes up in the air. Cordy Martinez dives and is able to come up with a terrific grab to retire Butler. What a play by Cordy Martinez in the circle, and that one potentially the play of the game. And I don't know, they called Bailey Barton over to first for some reason. I'm not sure why, but nonetheless there's one out, and Chloe Burden returned to first as Abby Baldwin returned to her bag as well. And really the Yellow Jackets had a chance at a triple play there, but unfortunately are unable to even execute the double play. Kinsey Claridge to the plate. A strike called to her. First pitch strike to Claridge. Just a sophomore. The 1 is outside, and a ball and a strike to Claridge. Kinsley, I should say. Kinsley Claridge, hitting 194 on the season, has made 41 plate appearances, recording 36 at-bats. And looked like she was ready to wear that one as it just skims past her on the inside for ball 2. Stood in there still as a statue. Two balls and a strike. And hit, ground ball. Cordy knocks it down, flips to first, and we got another out in the inning. 2 gone. Kinsley Claridge able to move the runners up with that play there. And I'm not sure we can call that a fielder's choice. That was pretty close to being a hit. If Courtney's able to field it cleanly, she might have a throw at third base or possibly second to try to turn 2. But as soon as she dropped it, there was only one spot for her to go, and that was first base. So 1-3 on the card to retire Kinsley Claridge, and then Addie Coor takes a look at a first pitch strike to her. And a ground ball hit to Navarro. Navarro across the diamond to Slaughter in time. And the Lady Lobos will strand 2. No hits, an error, and still no score. So we go to the bottom of the second. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear. Plus all kinds of bait including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers, and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. So Lady Lobos will get their half of the second inning here to bat. Bobby Armijo is the other umpire here today. He's out in the field. And leading things off for Blue Ridge is Addie Wallace here. Wallace, a ball and a strike to her. 1-1 pitch. Strike. So ball 2 strikes to Addie Wallace. And this one lifted up over the head of Coach Fraze down the third baseline. That one, she pulled that one. I think that might have been in on the chalk. She somehow is able to turn on that and lift it up over the top of Coach Fraze on the line drive, but foul. So the 2-2 delivery is upstairs and a full count. Well, scoreboard says 2-2. So it may just be 2-2. We'll check that for you. This one misses. And now it's full. So Addie Wallace right-handed sophomore hitter and catcher for Blue Ridge. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. First out of the inning. And that'll bring up Morgan Roth. First pitch to her, catches the outside edge for strike one. And this one driven up the middle, line drive into center field. Well hit ball, and she's got a single. Base hit for Roth. She'll be at first. Hannah Kraus next to the plate. Kraus playing third base today. Roth in right field will be the second hit of the game for Blue Ridge. They've manufactured 2 hits, no runs yet, but a couple of hits. And another strike called. So 2 strikes quickly to Kraus. So Cash Cantrell getting ahead of her. And the rise ball, she slaps it, and it goes back foul behind her. Nice job of actually getting a piece of that. She was behind it. She decided at the last minute to hold up, but her bat got out of the zone. Unfortunate for her, she's able to foul it back. This one a ground ball to third. Snyder picks it up, throws to first, second in time, but safe at first base. They retire Morgan Roth at second on the fielder's choice. So Kraus is aboard at first base. And that'll bring up Nana Baccato. First pitch to her is a strike. This one fouled back. A couple strikes to the sophomore, Nana Baccato. Trying to find. I think Cato's hitting 179 on the season. 35 plate appearances. I know some of the games haven't been entered for Blue Ridge, but that's what we have statistically. Ground ball to short. Over to first in time. And Nana Baccato is out number 3. 6-3 on the card. Will step away. Still no score. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
At Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, April showers bring showers of cash with a jelly roll on top. And who doesn't love jelly rolls? This month, when you have the professionals at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint replace your insured windshield, you'll get 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets at the WME Theaters. And this month, you'll get entered to be showered in cash with our $1,000 cash drawing, plus premium floor tickets to see Jelly Roll and Post Malone live in concert. Yeehaw! This month it's dinners, movies, and your name goes in the hat for April Showers of Cash. Plus premium tickets to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll live in concert.
536 597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome back here to Blue Ridge High School, where the Lady Yellow Jackets and the Snowflake Lady Lobos are scoreless through 2 innings as we go to the 3rd inning. I failed to set the defense for you for the Blue Ridge Lady Yellow Jackets, but we've of course got Cordy Martinez at first. Behind the dish is Addie Wallace. Down at first base is Mackenzie Slaughter. Second baseman Bailey Barton. Zai Navarro is the shortstop. Hannah Kraus at third, and out in the field, Alyssa Parker in left, Madison Finch in center, and Morgan Roth in right field. For the Snowflake Lady Lobos, we go top of the order again. as Addie Kaur was the 9 hitter, was the 3rd out in the 2nd. So Brindley Bryant, I should say, is at the plate for Snowflake. Bryant grounded out to Navarro in her first at bat in the 1st inning. And she's quickly ahead in the count with a couple of balls. Gets a hitter's count here for Cordy Martinez. Ground ball hits her. Foul ball called. Bounce that off of her leg. So 2-1. And this pitch misses in a 3-1 count to Bryant. Bryant on the season hitting .489 and 62 plate appearances. She's recorded 45 at-bats, 29 runs, 22 hits, 19 runs batted in. I don't know how many walks she's drawn, but she draws a walk here. So, base on balls to Bryant. She stands at first. That'll bring up Cash Cantrell, the sophomore, who drew a walk in her last at bat for Snowflake. Grounds this one through the infield. As Navarro cannot get there, she dives to try to make the play. But a nice job out in left field to hold the runners at 2nd and 1st. And over at 3rd, for Blue Ridge, Hannah Kraus. It almost looked like Kraus was definitely playing the line, and I'm not sure if she was. Looked like she was almost running towards her bag that time. Could be wrong on that, but so it appeared. I was surprised not to see her making a dive at that ball as well. But anyway, Cash Cantrell at first, Brindley Bryant at 2nd, and Taya Snyder to the plate. This one fouled right back to us. So a couple of strikes on Snyder. Snyder struck out in the 1st inning, I should say. She was the 2nd out of the 1st inning. See if they use Taya to move the runners up, or if they let her swing away here. And this one behind her, ball gets away, and Yellow Jackets going to give the Lobos a break here and allow both runners to move into scoring position on a wild pitch. So wild pitch, Taya Snyder. All 2 strikes now. And this one misses, so 2-2, the count now to Taya. Taya with 2 ducks on the pond and a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Ball got in the dirt. They throw to first in time to retire Taya, and the run will score. Coming in from 3rd was Brindley Bryant. That pitch was low and in the dirt, and so the catcher, Addie Wallace, who looks like she might have been banged up on the play. Taya Snyder is going to be the 1st out of the inning with the strikeout, but it's going to go strikeout 2, 3, back to 3, and a run scored. So, and Gracie Skousen at the plate. So 1 run across. And this pitch misses. Oh no, called strike inside to Skousen. So a couple of strikes to Skousen. Cash Cantrell is at, or I should say Kinsey Flake running for Cash Cantrell is at third base. The changeup misses. All 2 strikes now to Skousen. And up in the air, this one infield fly. Cordy Martinez comes over, calls it, bumps into her third baseman, and then stares her down and says, "Hey, I called that." Hannah Kraus returns to third base without even looking. But Skousen, F1 on the card for out number 2. Brooklyn Lovingood to the plate now for Snowflake. Missed this pitch outside. Or I should say this pitch misses outside. So Cordy Martinez was had a no-hitter going through 2 in the third, but gives up the hit to Cash Cantrell. And the pitch down low, called strike. And if you've ever watched Greg Chavez call a game, you will know that he is gonna call the low strikes every single time. That's one of the advantages pitchers have when they get him behind the plate, is they know if they can keep it down low, they're gonna get those calls. And so Lovingood didn't like it, but that's the case either way. 3 balls, 1 strike, and this one just misses. Another one down low. I think Martinez was trying to hit that spot. So 2 outs. Lovingood draws the walk. And Chloe Burden. Excuse me. Let's see who'd they put in for Burden. No, they did. That's Chloe Burden. She's first pitch to her upstairs. Ball 1. One-0 pitch. Ground ball, foul ball, and out of the reach of Walsh there, and ball and a strike, Chloe Burden. Runners at the corners. Brooklyn Lovingood at first, and I think Abby, I don't know if, yeah, it's Abby Baldwin. She goes, and not even an attempt at a throw. Thought maybe the Yellow Jackets might have a play called there, but nothing there. They allow her to take second base without a throw. So Lovingood at second, and I shouldn't say Lovingood, Abby Baldwin at second, and Kinsey Flake at third base. This one fouled back. So ball 2 strikes now to Chloe Burden. The 1-2 delivery downstairs. Two and 2 the count to Burden. Two pitch upstairs. Ball 3. So Burden has battled her way back to a full count after falling behind in the count. 1 and 2, and now The payoff pitch misses upstairs, and that's going to be bases loaded now for the Snowflake Lady Lobos. And Lady Yellow Jackets want to talk this over, make sure they settle down their pitcher, say, hey, we got this, we can take care of business here. Just looking here on my scorecard, that is looking at well, pitch upstairs misses here. It is Britton. It's Britton Butler at the plate for Snowflake. Butler popped up, tried to bunt, popped up. It's in the dirt. Here comes the run. It's going to score. Coming in is Kinsey Flake from third. So Snowflake will plate another run here. It's 2-0. Burden ends up at second, and Abby Baldwin is at third now. Strike called to Butler. So 2 balls and a strike now to Britton Butler. 2-1 pitch. Right back up the middle. Line drive. That'll score at least one. Here comes the second run, and it won't even get a throw. So Abby Baldwin scores from third, and scoring from second is Chloe Burden. As Britton Butler absolutely melded that ball to the bat and sent it into center field on a rope. So Britton Butler drives in 2 on the base hit. And we get our first RBIs of the game. Snowflake in front, 4 runs to none. And Blue Ridge just needs an out here. Kinsley Claridge. First pitch to her is a ball. And a ground ball towards Slaughter at first. She makes the play, tosses to Barton. And finally, the Lady Jackets get out of the inning, but not before the damage. You get a couple of hits in the inning. And 4 runs across. Snowflake leads it 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Not only do we have new and used cars, we also have certified pre-owned vehicles. Check these babies out. Over here, we got a 2024 certified pre-owned GMC Sierra Denali. It was $71,455, now priced at $66,740. Or how about a 2024 Chevy Blazer 3LT with leather, certified pre-owned? It was $39,995, marked down to $38,588. So take a look at these and all of our used vehicles inventory on hornauto.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
4-0 Snowflake, bottom of the third. Blue Ridge to the plate here, and it was a big third inning for Snowflake. Plated them all in the third. Blue Ridge was looking pretty good up until that point. And now they've got their work cut out for them as they'll try to worked her way out of the hole now. Madison Finch, the 9-hitter in the Yellow Jacket lineup, swing and a miss at the first offering to her. Now she misses the second. The 0-2 misses upstairs. Just taking a look at, we're about a week away from postseason here. And strikeout as she takes a look at strike 3 and the ball dropped. But tagging her to retire Madison Finch is the catcher, Brooklyn Lovingood. So to go down K, 3 unassisted, or 2 unassisted, I should say. And 1 out in the inning. Top of the order now. Bailey Barton. Ball to her. And this one catches the outside edge. Ball 2 strikes now to Bailey Barton. And a check swing strikeout for Bailey Barton. She's been retired twice now by the K. Out number 2, and Zai Navarro at the plate for the Lady Jackets. Zai, the only player with a hit today for Blue Ridge. Excuse me, that's not true. There's 2 players with hits, but this time she dribbles one back to the mound, and Snowflake retires aside 1-2-3 in the third. We go to the fourth. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Dukes and at SholoFord.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge. Yellow Jackets trailing here 4-0. And getting set here to start the 4th inning. Just looking at the rankings here for softball, Empire sitting at the top of the rankings for the 3A conference, 13-1 record, followed by Yuma Catholic with a 16-1 record. Bourgade Catholic has got a 16-1 record as well, as does Sholo, who's in the number 4 spot. So it's Empire 1, Yuma Catholic 2, and Bourgade Catholic 3, with the Sholo Lady Cougars sitting in the 4 spot. Then goes Tanca Verde, Valley Christian, and then Snowflake has the 7th spot in the 3A rankings. So Snowflake in a good spot for playoffs. They've got another game, I think they still have Winslow on the schedule. I think Sholos might still have Winslow on the schedule as well. And Winslow sitting in the 10th spot. So going to be some movement on these as these 2 teams battle it out with each other. Or these 3 teams, I should say. So Sholo, Snowflake, and Winslow. A ball and 2 strikes to Addie Kaur. Addie grounded out in her last at-bat. The 1-2 pitch was in the dirt, so now it's even 2-2. And this pitch misses upstairs, so full count. Holbrook is the number 19 ranked team in the state right now for 3A softball. And the payoff pitch is driven into left. Shallow fly ball in left field, and Alyssa Parker out there in left is going to make the grab to retire Addie Kaur. So one gone, top of the order now for Snowflake. Blue Ridge, incidentally, with their 5-11 record, sitting in the 31 spot in the rankings. So they can play without any worries here in their last few games of the season. First pitch to Bryant is a strike. Of course, one of the challenges on whenever you're playing high school softball is, do you have a pitcher? And for Blue Ridge, the answer has been no, they don't. In fact, Cordy Martinez is a shortstop. Never even wanted to play pitcher. Tried to avoid it, but quite frankly, she was the best athlete. And so they put her in a pitcher back in junior high, and she has been pitching ever since. Fly ball, deep center field, and Brindley Bryant retired. F8 on the card for out number 2. That'll bring up Cash Cantrell. Pitch to her, first pitch to her is in the dirt. So we take a look at it. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the standings for the 3A East. I mentioned Shola with an 8-1 region record, Winslow with a 7-1 region record, and Snowflake with just 2 losses. So all 3 of those teams who are atop the 3A East region with a shot at a potential 3A East region title. Of course, Snowflake, Sholo's in the driver's seat at the moment with an 8-1 record. But they, if I recall correctly, have to get past Winslow and Joseph City. And my understanding is they had some trouble with Joseph City at the Gracie Hot tournament. So it's not an automatic that they're going to get past Joseph City. Of course, Joseph City not in the region, so that wouldn't affect things at first glance, but it would affect things ranking-wise, with Sholo sitting in the 4th spot, Snowflake in the 7th spot right now in rankings. Snowflake has split with Sholo in the season, and so there is this potential, although albeit could be small, but there is this potential for a 3-way tie, and in that case, if Sholo loses to Joseph City, that can change some things. Shallow fly ball, Navarro gets it behind the bag, bumps into Bailey Barton, and makes the grab. So it's 1-2-3 in the 4th for the Lady Lobos as we go to the bottom of the 4th with the Lobos up 4-0. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School, where the Lady Lobos lead at 4-0. Jackets looking for some some runs here. Cordy Martinez will lead things off for them in the fourth. Martinez struck out in her first at bat. The Yellow Jackets went 1-2-3 in the third and haven't had a lot of base runners on. They've got a couple of hits on the afternoon. Morgan Roth with a base hit and Navarro with the double. Blasted a shot to right center field in the first. Martinez' first pitch to her is a ball, then fouls this one backwards and out of play. Cash Cantrell's had herself a pretty good looking game so far. Cantrell, nice looking pitcher. She's, you can tell she's got a lot of strength, has good speed and pretty good control. I've been impressed with her rise ball. It's been causing some trouble for Blue Ridge today. Ball 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Just blew it past her. Nice pitch by Cantrell for out number 1 in the inning. And Mackenzie Slaughter coming off a knee injury. You can see the brace on her right knee there. Tore it up pretty good, had surgery. Thought she was going to be able to play a little bit of volleyball this year, but she just, that injury just tough to come back from. So she's been working on softball ever since. Two balls, no strikes to Mackenzie Slaughter. Slaughter struck out in the first. I got her I can't be right. I've got her struck out on 3 straight pitches. It was a drop strike 3 is what I have in my notes, but I'm not sure that that's accurate. And she draw a four pitch walk here. Boy, that's unusual. Don't see Cash Cantrell deliver those up very often. So now Addie Wallace to the plate with 1 out and Mackenzie Slaughter at first. They must not have anybody to run for Slaughter because she's going to stay there at first base. And a called strike to Wallace. Yeah, and I don't know if they have, I don't know if the Yellow Jackets have many players on this team that can steal against Brooklyn Lovingood. Lovingood's got a really good arm, and her pop time looks pretty solid, as we've seen her throw down a couple times now in warm-ups. And I would be a little nervous about sending anybody against her. She's a good catcher. Swinging a foul ball to Wallace. Wallace falls behind 0-2. Addie Wallace struck out back in the second. And a line drive foul. So Cantrell so far today, she struck out 3 in the first. She struck out 1 in the second and 2 in the third. So she's got 7 strikeouts, now make it 8 as Addie Wallace goes down on a called strike 3. So back that K up. Caught looking at strike number 3. That brings up Morgan Roth, and Roth fouls the first pitch back. The 0-1. Called strike, yep. I thought that was a strike. Delayed call there for Chavez. I was wondering if he was not going to give it to her because it wasn't caught, but she's going to get that one. And that one's strikeout number 3 in the inning as the Yellow Jackets will strand 1 in the 4th. We go to the 5th. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Well, a 4-0 lead for the Lady Lobos as the Yellow Jackets have had a couple of hits on the afternoon, but no runs across. And for the Snowflake Lady Lobos, they've had a couple of hits and 4 runs across. Going back to count those hits, I think they've got 1, 2. They had 2 hits in the 3rd. But they plated 4, and of course there was several errors in that inning, and 3 walks were served up by Cordy Martinez. So she'd like to get that inning back, but she's going to start this one off strong with a strike to Taya Snyder. And that's, those are the frustrating things as a coach. You want to have a program that's deep, and you've got a lot of kids that are fighting to pitch, and fly ball to deep center field here, and nice catch at center field to retire Taya Snyder. That ball almost got out to the warning track there. Taya was almost staring a home run down there. Wind is blowing in from center. Slight breeze coming in on us, but F8 on the card. Out number 1 to Taya Snyder. And that brings up Gracie Skousen. Skousen tip foul. But as a coach, Coach Fraze has got his work cut out for him, because they've got kind of a hole here at Blue Ridge where there wasn't a lot of interest in softball, especially after COVID. And in fact, so much so that the Little League here combined with Sholo, because quite frankly there weren't enough softball teams to play each other. I think that was the primary issue. I think that was one of the primary reasons that they combined both Pine Top Lakeside and Sholo all combined to have a Little League program that was no longer divided by school boundaries. So, and quite a few of those girls have been Sholo players who have continued to play. Coach Fraze did say that they're excited about the future, though. They've got about 8 players on that juniors team that they think are committed to playing 8th grade softball next year. And so that's good news, as they have started to go down into those leagues. Of course, Coach Fraze's daughter, Coach Fraze, is also helping out here, not only to coach varsity, but she's got the 8th grade team as well. So they've pretty much said, okay, well, we'll put the program on our backs and see if we can't build this thing back up. And 2 years from now, if you get Cordy Martinez some more time in the circle and some more athletes up here, Blue Ridge could be a contender once again. But this year has not been their favorite year to play, and that's one of the challenges as well. When you have hard years, it's hard to keep kids motivated. There's a lot of work that these young ladies put in throughout the season and throughout the year in club ball and also just practice on their own in the weight room. And you see a program like Snowflake, who's excelling in all areas. And, they've got just a lot of depth to choose from. Base on balls to Skousen. She's at first. Loving Good now in at the plate. She turns her back to a one inside. That one pretty close to coming in on her. So a couple balls and a strike to Loving Good. And this one misses upstairs, right at the hands. So 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch to Brooklyn Loving Good. Skousen at first, 1 out. And a called strike 2. And Loving Good was taken all the way. She turns back down to Coach Brooke Perkins and says, "Yep, I saw that one." So with a full count now, Loving Good. Oh, strike 3 inside corner. Brooklyn let it go by, and she pays the price. Out number 2. Good pitch there by Cordy Martinez. That was right at belt high and just inside, catches the inside edge. And so with Skousen at first, there's 2 outs now, and Chloe Burden, the left-hander, steps up and drives one to right field. It's going to be shallow right. Right fielder playing way over, and that'll score Skousen from first base. Gracie Skousen turns on the Jets. Chloe Burden, meanwhile, moves up to second. And I don't know if Blue Ridge missed the cutoff or if they were trying to throw to the plate. I missed exactly why Burden's at second, but we'll give her a double nonetheless. So a 2-bagger for Chloe Burden to drive in a run. She's got an RBI. She's the only other player to score an RBI, to get an RBI today, as Britton Butler had 2 RBIs back in the 3rd. But now Chloe Burden with her RBI on the double. And this pitch will come inside and hit Britton Butler. So base on a hit batsman. And so now we got the force back into effect with the runners at first and second, and Kinsley Claridge, the number 8 hitter in the lineup for Snowflake, up for the Lady Lobos. She grounded out in the 2nd and 3rd inning. First pitch strike to her. And boy, I watch these players look back sometimes and question that low pitch call, but I'm telling you, it is not hard to know that you're going to get that call all day long from Greg Chavez Sr. He has always been one to call that call, and it's consistent. You know where it's at. You just have to adjust to it if you're a hitter. And if you're a pitcher, you're loving it because you want to keep the ball low in the zone typically anyway. So ball and a strike and a foul ball back. One-two pitch coming up to Kinsley Claridge with runners at first and second, foul ball. Claridge, as we mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, is hitting 194 on this season. 41 plate appearances. She's recorded 36 at-bats. has scored 10 times off 7 hits with 10 RBIs. She does have a double on the season, so a little bit of power. Most of her hitting has been base hits, but she stays alive. I'll tell you, she's had a pretty good at-bat here. She's taking a look at 6 pitches so far. And Cordy Martinez is asking, hey, what do I got to do? This girl's been battling and fouling off everything I could throw at her. And this one gets away from Martinez and throws a wild pitch. Runners move up. Chloe Burden ends up at third, and Britton Butler will be at second base. And that's just that consistency. You'd like to see the sophomore with a little more control, but here she's going to allow Kinsley to draw a walk. And that was a great at-bat for Claridge. Kinsley Claridge just battled and battled, not going away. She was behind in the count early, but she does a really nice job of fouling off the pitches that she can't do anything with, and then finally gets 2 balls to draw the walk. Really a great piece of hitting there, and that is something that is underestimated and is not often celebrated. But I'll tell you that from a coaching standpoint, as a coach, you're loving that. Absolutely love that, because not only are you getting a walk to load the bases in this situation, but you're also putting more pressure on that pitcher. And by fouling off so many pitches, instead of it being a 4-ball walk or a 5-6 pitch walk, it turns into like a 10-pitch walk, where you're not only causing her to work harder, but you're also getting a chance to see more pitches. So just a great at-bat there for Kinsley Claridge. So Claridge at first, Butler at second, and Chloe Burden at third base. 2 balls and a strike, and a pop-up to the infield, and Barton's going to grab it, and Addie Kaur is retired for out number 3. So the Lobo strand 3, they get 1 across in the 5th, and they lead it 5-0. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear. Plus all kinds of bait, including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers, and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
At Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, April showers bring showers of cash with a jelly roll on top. And who doesn't love jelly rolls? This month, when you have the professionals at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint replace your insured windshield, you'll get 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets at the WME Theaters. And this month, you'll get entered to be showered in cash with our $1,000 cash drawing, plus premium floor tickets to see Jelly Roll and Post Malone live in concert. Yeehaw! This month it's dinners, movies, and your name goes in the hat for April Showers of Cash. Plus premium tickets to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll live in concert.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome back, and the Yellow Jackets going to start things off with a comebacker to the pitcher, Cash Cantrell, able to grab that one and retire. The leadoff hitter for Blue Ridge in the 5th, Hannah Kraus. 1-3 on the card, 1 gone, and Nana Cotto to the plate. Nana, the designated player today. And Nanaba's a pretty good catcher, too. Hey, there's a drive. Base hit into center field. How about that, Nana Cotto? gets on base, slow to get back to the bag. Ooh, she turned her back to the shortstop out there for Snowflake. Brindley Bryant fired that one to first and just about got her before she got back. She kind of lollygagged back to first base, thinking the play was over. And Bryant reminded her, hey, you're playing varsity softball here, young lady. You are no longer playing Little League. Good looking play there. They'll bring up Madison Finch. And there was some question on the scorebook. Nobody cares what mine says, but I don't know. I'm not even sure what they were concerned about. Upstairs and a throw down to try to get Cotto again. They think Cotto's sleeping down there, and she's a little slow to get back. And you get a chance to see that arm. We were talking about that earlier of Brooklyn Lovingood. As another strike across here to Madison Finch. So a ball and a strike to Finch, and Cotto getting back a little bit quicker this time. As this one's an attempted bump. Lovingood couldn't find it in the sun, and it falls to the ground. So Madison Finch unable to get on top of the bunt. Coach Frey's trying to move the runner over and try to get something going offensively. Pitch upstairs now to Madison Finch. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Finch. Cotto at first, 1 out. Yellow Jackets yet to score, trailing 5-0. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. Cash Cantero able to record the strikeout. That's her 10th of the game. And right now, Cantrell in the running for our Melt Mobile Auto Glass. Our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Located south of Pine Top, Highway 260. Should say north of Pine Top, Highway 260. Right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Everything you need. They've got skiing, hunting, hiking, camping gear. Best place to go for your outdoor gear. It's the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. So Bailey Barton, who struck out twice in the game, fans at this one. So a ball and 2 strikes to Barton. Annaba, a pretty good athlete out there. She's got some speed. We've seen her in track as well back in junior high. But I don't think she's a threat to steal here against Lovingood. Lovingood just too good. And a base on balls for Barton. So Barton 0 for 2 and a walk. Zai Navarro. First pitch to her upstairs. See if Zai's going to be a little more selective. She's pretty aggressive at the plate. And this one swung on and just underneath it, fouls it back. 5-0 Snowflake. Nana Cotto stands at second, Bailey Barton at first. And a swing and a miss, says Navarro underneath that one. I think she might have just taken her eye off of it. 1-2 pitch. Oh, upstairs and got her. So strikeout for Cantrell, number 11. As she strikes out 2 in the 5th. The Yellow Jackets will strand 2 here in the 5th, and the Lobos retain the lead 5-0 as we go to the 6th. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Not only do we have new and used cars, we also have certified pre-owned vehicles. Check these babies out. Over here, we got a 2024 certified pre-owned GMC Sierra Denali. It was $71,455, now priced at $66,740. Or how about a 2024 Chevy Blazer 3LT with leather certified pre-owned? It was $39,995, marked down to $38,588. So take a look at these and all of our used vehicles inventory on hornauto.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focus on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge, where the Lady Lobos lead at 5-0 here at Blue Ridge High School. Right now, Lady Lobos have not proven to be very good guests. They've racked up 5 runs and have done a tremendous job of putting themselves in a position to win this game as we head to the 6th inning here. And there's a sharp hit line drive. Navarro's right there. And that'll retire. Brindley Bryant, who leads things off for us here in the 6th. So 1 gone, and Cash Cantrell will try to help her cause. Ground ball. Foul. And we might be entering the point of the game where the hitters are getting a little anxious. We see a first pitch line drive for the out, number 1, and then Cash Cantrell jumping on a first pitch foul ball. This one misses downstairs. One pitch. Oh, just a little too high. Is that one just under the hands of Cantrell? Pretty close. Two balls and a strike now to Cash Cantrell, the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul. So the count evens 2-2. Cantrell on the afternoon drew a walk in the first, got a base hit in the 3rd and came around to score. And then she popped out to shortstop in the 4th. 2-2 pitch, and we're looking for our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game as Cantrell gets a seeing eye base hit on the line drive that bounces past Navarro at short, gets into left field. So Cantrell is aboard for the 2nd time this afternoon. She's 2 of 3 with a walk today, and will now stand at first base. So she put her name in the hat for our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game with her 11 strikeouts today, but she's also done well with the bat as well, with going 2 of 3 and coming around to score once. The other player today with their name in the hat is Britton Butler. She's got a couple of RBIs back in that big 3rd inning that opened things up for Snowflake. Oh, and there's a throw down to first, and they've got the runner in a pickle, but they cannot get the throw at second. Throw to Mackenzie Slaughter, and they had the runner doubled off. That was Kinsey Flake. Flake, instead of going back to the bat at first, just took off to second. And Navarro and Cordy Martinez talking it over. And I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Zay Navarro did not come up with that at short or at second base. It ends up in the outfield, allowing Flake to get all the way to third. So, and here's a high fly ball to left field. Left fielder going to camp under it, and the runner tags. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Flake will score. Kinsey Flake scores for the second time this afternoon. This time on the sacrifice fly by Taya Snyder. How about that for number 15? Snyder was 0 for 3 before that sac fly. Does a nice job of bringing in the run and gets the 4th RBI of the afternoon for Snowflake. 2 outs in the inning now. F7 on the card with that play, and stepping up is the cleanup hitter, Gracie Skousen, and she's going to bang home the home run. Well, there's your Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hands down, the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. That's Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. And Gracie Skousen, I believe that's home run. Let me just check it for you here before I get too excited. Catch up on my scorebook first, but yeah, that's home run number 8 for Skousen. 15 home runs on the season. Taya Snyder has 4 coming into today's game. Bryant has 3, and Skousen had 7. That's number 8 for her on the season, and she'll put her hat or her name in the hat for our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. Going to be tough, though, to beat these 11 strikeouts and the shutout that Cash Cantrell has been putting in so far today through 5 innings. This is Brooklyn Lovingood, and she's going to start off with a ball and a strike. As we mentioned, Lovingood hitting .395 on this season. And a ground ball to Navarro at short. Navarro fires across the diamond but pulls Slaughter off the bag, and she cannot hold on to it. And Slaughter's looking into the dugout like that was her fault. So now I'm not sure how far offline that throw was, but I'm not sure who to charge the air with, but that's going to allow Brooklyn Lovingood to get on. They'll replace her with Abby Baldwin as the courtesy runner. And Chloe Burden now the left-hander at the plate. So that's, I don't know who to charge that air to. It's either on Slaughter or Navarro. Navarro came up with it cleanly, fired it across, looked like it was going to be a bang-bang play. Slaughter came off the bag, though, and then couldn't hang on to it. So I'm getting word, the official word in the truck is that was an error on the first baseman. So we'll clean that up if we have to, but anyway. Baldwin will be at first base, courtesy runner for Lovingood, and Chloe Burden takes a look at a couple of balls and a strike so far in this at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. And this one in the dirt as Abby Baldwin will make it to second base on the play. Baldwin smiling there. She had an awkward slide. I don't know what happened, but went down awkwardly, and Chavez is going to go out there and check on her. She says, yes, I'm fine. But Chloe Burden now back at the plate. And Burden upstairs, ball 4. So Courtney had a place to put her, but with 2 outs, I'm sure she wants to knock her out. Coach Frey's going to come out and have a visit with Martinez. And I don't know that they've got another pitcher. I do know that, if I recall correctly, Alyssa Parker has pitched in the past. I don't know where she is with her pitching, if she's continued to pitch since she was in junior high or not, but usually you got a team and you got 3 or 4 kids that can pitch. You got 2 or 3 that are really good. But not the case for Blue Ridge this year. They've got 1 pitcher, and I believe that's Cordy Martinez. Again, I could be wrong on that. I probably shouldn't say that because there may be a pitcher out there that I'm sliding here. But the reality is that Cordy's has pitched through most of their games. And a pitch across for a strike to Butler. The one thing I have been impressed with Cordy, she doesn't seem to be losing her cool out there. She's gotten herself into several jams and made some mistakes today, but she's still smiling and throwing. And she's a competitor. This young lady wants to win, and if you know the Martinez family, you know how competitive they are, with especially in baseball and softball. I mean, this is the sport that they love, and some of Cordy's cousins have come up and played for Snowflake, and we've seen some tremendous athletes in that family. And they live, breathe, and love softball and baseball. Oh, and that one just missed outside. So ball 2 strikes to Butler. Butler hit by a pitch in her last at bat. She does have a base hit and 2 RBIs in this one. 2-2 the count to Butler. 2-2 delivery is downstairs and away. So we have Baldwin at second, Chloe Burden at first base. And Britton Butler at the plate now with a full count. Payoff pitch to Butler. Swung on and hit to second, over to first. As Barton able to pick it up at second and retire Butler for the 3rd out. And the Lobos will strand 2 in the 6th as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Well, we are also looking today for our Comfort Fit Dentures home run, and I failed to mention, I called that our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game, but we probably should have called that our Comfort Fit Dentures home run, as Cordy Martinez takes a swing at the first pitch offered and grounds out. Martinez 0 for 3, this time at least getting the bat on the ball. She'll be happy with that, although not happy with the outcome. 5-3 on the card, and that is out number 1, Mackenzie Slaughter, who is struck out and walked today. Also, I want to remind you that today's contest is brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College. When it comes time to start your college education, choose the college your hometown college with the lowest tuition in the state, now offering bachelor's degree programs in education and business. Best way to get your education at an affordable price is at Northland Pioneer College. So Comfort Fit Dentures home run. We scored that back in the 6th inning with Gracie Skousen. And Gracie Skousen drives in the 7th run of this contest with the Lobos leading 7-0. Slaughter draws another walk. So Mackenzie Slaughter, a couple of walks here today. She's at first. And Addie Wallace. First pitch to her is a strike. Today's contest also brought to you by Horn Auto Center, the Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC store that saves you more. And a throw down to first. Slaughter back in time. Fans thought they got her. But you better not be sleeping on the Snowflake catcher. Brooklyn Lovinggood. That young lady's got a cannon for an arm, and she's pretty precise with her throws. We have watched her with, been very impressed with her abilities behind the dish today. Oh, a nice drive to left field. That's going to be a base hit. And maybe more. Mackenzie Slaughter gets waved over to third base. She'll stand up there. And a stand-up double for Addie Wallace as she is going to hit our Horn Auto Center drive of the game, brought to you by Horn Auto Center, the Chevy GMC store, a Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC store that saves you more, Horn Auto Center. And nice job there, drive of the game to Addie Wallace. So, Blue Ridge making a little bit of noise here in the 6th inning. Slaughter at third base, Wallace at second, and to the plate is Morgan Roth. Roth, a base hit in the 2nd inning and struck out in the 4th. But looks out, sees some ducks on the pond, and look out. Lovinggood is making sure to keep Mackenzie Slaughter honest at third base. She fakes a throw down there. And Roth, this one fouled back. Foul ball, back to the screen, just underneath the rise. Ball that time was Morgan Roth. So a ball, 2 strikes to Morgan Roth. And a drive to right field, deep right field. Right fielder ranging over, and it is a foul ball. That ball hit at the base of the fence. How about the power there? Morgan Roth going opposite field. And she just about hit that one out of here. That one right at the base of the fence. The right fielder for Snowflake, Chloe Burden, giving chase. She'll shade her to the right a little more now. And a swing and a miss. As Cash Cantrell says, I don't care. I will strike you out, Morgan Roth. So after giving up the long ball there, that ends up foul. Morgan Roth goes down on strikes for out number 2s. Cash Cantrell brings the conversation back to her and our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game as she's records her 12th strikeout. And Hannah Kraus, 2 balls, 2 strikes. No, 2 balls to her, no strikes. Now 1. She swings through that one. The 2-1. Outside, ball 3. Runner still at third and second here, but now with 2 outs, Hannah Kraus trying to make something happen. The 1-3. Upstairs, and we got bases loaded. So Hannah Kraus draws the walk. Nana Boccato, who had the drive into center field and was stranded in the 5th. Well, she'll talk to Coach Fraze, and then out in the circle, we'll see the Snowflake staff talking it over with their pitcher, making sure everybody's on the same page and making sure Cantrell gets a little bit of time here to just relax and remember they're up 7-0, even though they got bases loaded here. She's been pitching a shutout. This pitch misses downstairs to Cotto. And this pitch inside called strike 1. So a ball and a strike to Nana Boccato. 7-0 lead for the Snowflake Lady Lobos, but the Yellow Jackets threatening here in the 6th. Bottom half of the 6th inning, and a swing and a miss for Cotto. Runs the count to 1-2. And this one fouled back and out of play. And that was a changeup from Cantrell, and Nana, but not fooled. She was right on it, just underneath it. Another one fouled back. Out of play. If I recall correctly, Miss Cotto is a wrestler here at Blue Ridge High School. There's a drive, and that's going to get into center field, and that'll score Slaughter from third. Around comes Wallace, and Cotto with the stand-up double to drive into. Mackenzie Slaughter and Addie Wallace come in. Excuse me, so did Hannah Kraus. My apologies. Hannah Kraus came in as well. So 3 runs plated by Nana Boccato. So the 3 RBI double for Nana Boccato. And now Coach Brooke Perkins having a conversation in the circle, saying, hey, girls, we're up 7-3 still. But let's settle down and let's get things under control. And I'm not sure, I don't think they're going to make a pitching change here. But Coach the umpire, Greg Chavez, senior, walks out and breaks up the conversation. And it's Madison Finch. Madison Finch to the plate for Blue Ridge. First pitch to her is a strike. Number 9 hitter in the lineup, and she's going to hit one. Oh, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman. That is, who do I have at second? That's Addie Kaur. Addie Kaur makes the grab for out number 3. Finch is retired. The Lady Jackets will strand 1, but they cut the lead to 4, 7-3 as we go to the 7th. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
7-3 is our score here at Blue Ridge High School. Lady Lobos with the lead, and you see there in the circle number 2 from Snowflake. But that she's the on-deck hitter. Number 4 will lead things off for us here in the 7th inning. Called strike to lead things off to Kinsley Claridge is our leadoff hitter. Claridge, a couple of ground outs and a walk. She's 0 for 2 today with the walk. And ground ball to the third baseman. She's got it, fires to first, and we got our first out. Kinsley Claridge retired. We get a little bit of momentum here for the Lady Yellow Jackets, and just what your young team needs to try and get out of this 7th inning and maybe put themselves in a position to win this ball game down 4 runs, 7-3. Is not something that's not overly difficult to overcome. I mean, they can do it. It's just a matter of where their heads are. So out number 1, Snowflake trying to close this out. They'd love to get some insurance runs though. Addie Kaur, she is 0 for 3 today with a ground out, 2 pop-ups. And she will get into a bit of a hitter's count here with 2 balls, no strikes. Does she have the green light? 2 balls, no strikes to Addie Kaur. Top of the order's coming up. On deck, it's Brindley Bryant. And this pitch miss upstairs to Kaur. So 3 balls and a strike. And now the count full. Oh, excuse me. I guess it's 3-1. I missed somewhere. So that's the first strike. So she's seen one, and she'll take strike 2. Didn't like either of those. And if she was hoping to walk, she'll have to think better of it here, having 2 strikes thrown in a row. But this one in the dirt, she will walk. So a base on balls, and we've got a runner aboard for Snowflake. Addie Kaur down at first base, and the top of the order comes up. Brindley Bryant, who grounded out in the first and walked. She's due. She's got a fly ball out to center field and popped up to short in the 6th. She is 0 for 3 with the walk today, and she'd love to get herself something here, and she's going to take a look at a strike on the inside of the plate. Good one to take. So Courtney Martinez seems to be settled down again and been delivering strikes even though she gave up a walk to the number 9 hitter after getting the number 8 hitter to ground out. Ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch upstairs. This is really a tremendous opportunity for Courtney Martinez, just a sophomore. Didn't want to be a pitcher, but she is the pitcher, and she's done a nice job. She's done a lot of work, and you can tell she's done well. Ground ball to short, over to first for 1, or excuse me, over to second for 1, as Navarro able to get the ball to Barton, and they will retire the lead runner there. That's Addie Kaur. who is out number 2 on the fielder's choice. And Brindley Bryant, let's see, 6'4" on the card, fielder's choice. She'll be at first base. And that'll bring up Cash Cantrell. Ground ball. Oh, a big hop over the third baseman, and Navarro can't backhand it behind her, and so it'll go down as a base hit. Cash Cantrell, her second base hit of the afternoon. Her third base hit. She is 3 of 4 today with a walk. And running for her again is Kinsey Flake. So Flake will be at first. Brindley Bryant moves down to second on the play. And Taya Snyder steps into the batter's box. Snyder with a huge sacrifice fly. She'd love to get one of those Comfort Fit Dentures home runs here. Comfort Fit Dentures. Smile Comfort Fit Dentures. We have also failed to mention that today's contest is brought to you by Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. And if all those foul balls that were flying back behind us, if that hit one of your cars, don't forget to call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and tipped. And there's another one. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass foul ball for Taya. Taya Snyder, a standout volleyball player as well, and a standout basketball player. She's a 3-sport athlete for the Lady Lobos. In the dirt, nice grab. Doing a great job picking that one up out on the short hop was Addie Wallace. It's the kind of agility you hope to have out of your catcher, Wallace. 2 balls and a strike to Taya. And she swings through the 2-1 pitch. So 2-2 now to Taya Snyder. Snyder with the sac fly to drive in the run. Back in the 6th. And the foul ball into the dugout there. Well, I don't know how you, with the Snowflake players, I guess just got out of the way. Pretty scary moment there. 2-2 pitch. Again. Line drive up over the third baseman's head. They're going to wave around Bryant. Bryant, play at the plate. Throw will not be in time as Bryant comes in standing up at home plate. Kinsey Flake scoots over to third. So Taya Snyder drives in the run on the, she'll end up at second base. It's really just a single, but she'll move up as the throw came into the plate, allowing her to move to second on the play. So 8-3 now the score for the Lady Lobos, and Gracie Skousen, who's had a pretty dang good day as the cleanup hitter today, will step in with 2 runners on the bases. Runners at third and second. Snyder at second and Kinsey Flake at third. That pitch around the back, I'm not even sure how Addie Wallace was able to see that one to even grab it, but she's able to stop it, preventing a run here. And this one comes in and got Skousen right on the knee. Well, that's a tough spot to take one. She wears it and will end up at first base, but she's going to have, it's going to take some time to walk that one off. And I can guarantee you that's does not feel good. She's smiling down there, but that hurts. That absolutely hurts. And another visit to the circle. Coach Fraze will take a moment to talk to her players here during the timeout. So Skousen hit by pitch. Second time we've seen that today out of the sophomore pitcher Cordy Martinez. And that'll load the bases for Brooklyn Lovingood. Brooklyn feels like she's due. Hitting in the 5 spot today. Pitch in the dirt. Wallace blocks it nicely. Keeps it in front of her. All the runners hold. 2 outs in this inning. Jackets trying to get out of it. So now, instead of needing 4 runs to 4 runs to tie, they now need 5. And another pitch downstairs as Lovingood wanted that one. So a ball and a strike. One pitch, swung on, ground ball through the infield. Coming around to score is Flake. Taya will score. Taya Snyder will score. And the Yellow Jackets have a runner hung up, but they cannot execute the play. They threw to the second base and they couldn't get the throw to third in time. So scooting into third base is Lovingood. She ends up at 3 and they clear the bases. Lovingood, Abby Baldwin will come in to run for her. So Kinsey Flake scored on the play. Taya Snyder came in to score. And Gracie Skousen ends up scoring on the pickle. And the Lobos now out to an 11-3 lead. Ground ball foul for Chloe Burden. So that's going to be 2 RBIs for Lovingood. The third runner that scored on that play will not be officially recorded as an RBI. It'll go down as an error, as Blue Ridge was really on the verge of getting out of this inning as they got Lovingood tied up in a pickle between second and third, but they could not execute after they had a good throw down. They couldn't transition to the throw to third. Lovingood beat the throw at third base, which also allowed Gracie Skousen, who on a heads-up play for her, she's able to score. So Snowflake plating 3 here in the 7th. Ground ball back up the middle. And Martinez over to first in time, and Burden is retired. 1-3 on the card for out number 3. But not before Snowflake scores 4 runs here in the 7th. They lead 11-3. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Well, the Yellow Jackets had cut the lead down to 4 runs, but then Snowflake blows out the Top of the 7th inning with 4 runs to add to it. So Jackets right back where they were. Trailing 8. Bottom of the 7th and top of the order for the Jackets. That's the bright spot. Barton at the plate. She's due. She swings and cuts this one back as she's late on the pitch. Foul ball. So a couple of strikes to Bailey Barton. Barton 0 for 2 and a walk. Changeup stays upstairs, so ball 2 strikes to Barton. She's a little late and under that one. It goes out of play. One-two pitch and fouled back again. Barton doing a nice job leading things off here for the Jackets in the 7th. Getting to see some pitches here. Coach Frey's trying to get her to adjust her swing just a little bit. And that one outside. Ball 2. 2-2. See how disciplined she is here. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. She missed the rise ball. I'm telling you, that rise ball has been working today for Cash Cantrell as she is able to get another strikeout. 1 gone, and Zai Navarro, who led things off with a blast to center field in our contest, which really should have been our Demers glass shot or hit of the game, or it could have been our Horn Auto Center drive of the game. But either way, it was a shot that left a lasting memory, at least in my mind, as she jumped on the first pitch she saw and got a double into right center field with a nice looking drive. Now she's got a hitter's count here, 3-1. Pops this one up. Second baseman ranges back, makes the grab just before the grass. And that is Kaur out there at second to retire Zai Navarro for out number 2. F4 on the card and brings up Cordy Martinez. Martinez 0 for 3 today. A couple of strikeouts and a ground out back in the 6th. Martinez on the season, hitting .469 with 59 plate appearances. She scored 19 times off 23 hits and 15 RBIs. She does have a triple, no home runs yet, but 4 doubles on the season. And a check swing, pops this one up, and she stopped. Nobody covering first. Now the second baseman, Kaur, comes over and covers the bag, and Martinez retired. Out number 3, and what a game for Snowflake. They're going to win it here. Final score, 11-3. As we'll take a look at some of our awards to hand out here when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear. Plus all kinds of bait including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
At Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, April showers bring showers of cash with a jelly roll on top. And who doesn't love jelly rolls? This month, when you have the professionals at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint replace your insured windshield, you'll get 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets at the WME Theaters. And this month, you'll get entered to be showered in cash with our $1,000 cash drawing, plus premium floor tickets to see Jelly Roll and Post Malone live in concert. Yeehaw! This month, it's dinners, movies, and your name goes in the hat for April Showers of Cash. Plus premium tickets to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll live in concert.
536 597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash back to you. Woohoo!
Not only do we have new and used cars, we also have certified pre-owned vehicles. Check these babies out. Over here, we got a 2024 certified pre-owned GMC Sierra Denali. It was $71,455, now priced at $66,740. Or how about a 2024 Chevy Blazer 3LT with leather certified pre-owned? It was $39,995, marked down to $38,588. So take a look at these and all of our used vehicles inventory on hornauto.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Hey, we got to say special thanks to our sponsors here today. One of those, of course, Northland Pioneer College. When it's time to start your college education, do it with your hometown college with the lowest tuition in the state, now offering bachelor's degree programs in education and in business. Also, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. If you need your windshield or need tint, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint will take care of you. They have done a great job of supporting local athletics throughout the White Mountains, especially there in Snowflake, as that's kind of their home base. Comfort Fit Dentures, don't forget, Smile Comfort Fit Dentures, and Deemer's Glass, the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. We could have named a number of those. There were several on the Snowflake side. I think Taya's drive on the sack fly was one of those that would have been in the running for the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game, or the Horn Auto Center drive of the game. Today's game also brought to you by Horn Auto Center, the Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC store that saves you more. Time now for our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. North of Pine Top on Highway 260, right-hand side of the road, just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino, you'll find the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. And our player of the game is going to go to Cash Cantrell. Let's take a look at this real quick here. For Cantrell today, she comes in, not only gets it done with her bat, she, walked once. She got 3 base hits and only was only put out 1 time on a pop fly to shortstop, and that actually, if I recall correctly, that might have been a line drive to short where she was retired. The only time that she didn't get on base today. So Cash Cantrell on base 4 times today, scored 3 times, but more importantly, she went 5 2/3 innings scoreless pitching today in the circle and records 13 Ks. So Cash Cantrell, the sophomore pitcher for Snowflake, was on fire today and is our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, north of Pine Top, Highway 260, right-hand side of the road, just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. Excuse me, that is south. This is south of Pine Top, isn't it? It is south. I don't know why I'm saying north. South of Pine Top on Highway 260, right-hand side of the road. And it's just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. That's going to wrap things up for us. Once again, the final 11-3 Snowflake over Blue Ridge here today at Blue Ridge High School. That'll allow the Snowflake Lady Lobos to improve their record to 13-6 on the season with a 4-2 region record. And they're sitting right now in the 7th spot ranking-wise. And I'm not sure that today's game will help them at all with the rankings, but there's a good chance that it does help them here with the standings for the conference title. And they'll need to do more to get a conference title here, and they'll need some other teams to lose, namely Winslow and Show Low. But nonetheless, at least they did their part here today, getting the win 11-3. We'll step away, our final break here today, and remind you to tune in as we'll have Show Low and Winslow. I believe that game is scheduled for tomorrow night. So Show Low and Winslow here on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. Be sure to tune in for that game. That one's going to be a critical one for the region title. In fact, Show Low could secure the region title, I believe, tomorrow night with a win over the Bulldogs. We'll see if that happens or not. Once again, the final, Snowflake wins at 11-3. For the entire staff here today, thanks to our camera crew, Mel West, our executive producer, and our tech director, I'm Camden Smith. Until tomorrow night, so long, everybody.
This has been Show Low Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7, KNKI Pine Top, and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Horn Auto Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without express written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.